Not a soul.
Did he ever marry the girl? Did he ever go exploring?
We'll get there soon enough, Clarence. George grew up and wanted to go to college, but there just wasn't the money. So he worked 4 years in the Building and Loan Association.
Building and Loan Association?
George's father was in the building and loan business, along with George's Uncle Billy.
George, what's the combination to the safe?
We wrote it down so you wouldn't forget it.
That's right. Where?
Who's that?
That's Henry S. Potter, the richest and meanest man in all the county.
Peter, Potter's here.
Mr. Bailey. Mr. Bailey. Mr. Bailey. There's nothing quite so loathsome as a family business. Now, Peter, you know what I'm here for. I'm on a very tight schedule. A family to evict at 3.
Okay, Mr. Potter, here's the thing. I just need a little more time. I'll dig up that $5,000 somehow.
Have you put any pressure on those people of yours to pay their mortgages?
Times are hard, Mr. Potter. A lot of people are out of work.
Then foreclose.
I can't do that. These families have children.
Are you running a business or a charity board?
Mr. Potter, what makes you such a hard-skulled character? You've got no family, no children. You can't begin to spend all the money you've got.
So I suppose I should give it to miserable failures like you and that idiot brother of yours to spend it for me.
You can't call my father a failure.
All right, son, thanks.
Don't let him say that about you, Pop.
What kind of business are you running here?
George worked and saved enough money to see him through the university. But first he was going to Europe. Old man Gower surprised him with the gift of a great big suitcase. On his way home from the store, he ran into his old pals, Bernie the cab driver, and Bert the cop.
Hey, Ernie!
Hiya, George!
Hi, Bert.
Hey, George, what's the suitcase for?
Well, I'm a rich tourist today. How about driving me home in style?
Sure, Your Highness. Hop in the cab. Enter the carriage straight I puts on my hat.
Good afternoon, Mr. Bailey. Looks like you're ready to get out of here.
Hello, Violet. Hey, you look good. That's some dress.
Oh, this old thing. What? I only wear it when I don't care how I look. See you later.
Want to come along, Bert? We'll show you the town.
No thanks. Think I'll go home and see what the wife's doing.
Family man.
That evening, George had dinner with his father.
Boy, oh boy. My last supper in the Bailey boarding house.
We're sure going to miss you, George. I wish we could send Harry to college just with you.
We have that all figured out. Harry will take my job at the building and loan for 4 years, then he'll go.
He's pretty young for that job.
No younger than I was.
You were born older, George. I suppose you decided what you want to do when you get out of college.
What I've always talked about. Building things. Design new buildings. Plan modern cities.
It's just a hope, but you wouldn't consider coming back to the building alone, would you? I know it's early to talk about it.
Oh, I couldn't face being cooped up for the rest of my life in that shabby little office. I'm sorry, Pop. I didn't mean that remark, but this whole business of spending all your life trying to figure out how to save 3 cents on a length of pipe, I'd go crazy. I want to do something big and important.
You know, George, I feel that in a small way we are doing something important. It's not too much for a man to want his own roof and walls and fireplace, and we're helping him get those things in our shabby little office.
I know that, but most of my friends have already finished college. I just feel like if I don't get away, I'd bust.
You're right, son. This town's no place to live if you aren't willing to crawl to Potter. Get your education, then get out of here.
I'm glad you see what I'm talking about. Say, maybe I'll go say goodbye to Main Street. Last night in town and all.
Have a good time, son.
Hello, George Porgy.
Hello, Vi.
Where are you going?
Oh, I'll probably end up at the library.
Don't you ever just get tired of just reading about things?
Yes. What are you doing tonight?
Not a thing, George.
Are you game, Vi? What say we make a night of it?
Oh, I love it, George. What'll we do?
Let's go out in the field, take off our shoes and walk in the grass.
Oh.
And then we can go up to Stewart Lake. It's beautiful up there in the moonlight. And we can swim. Then we can hike up to Mount Bedford and smell the pines and watch the sunrise against the peaks. And we can stay up there all night. And everybody will be talking. It'll be a terrific scandal.
George, have you gone crazy? Walk in the grass in my bare feet. Why, it's 10 miles up there to Mount Bedford. You think this
You wouldn't mind walking Mary home, would you?
Of course not. Is that okay with you, Mary?
Fine by me.
Great, thanks. Hee-haw!
George walked Mary home, and that important, Josephine?
I said it, because even though she lived only 4 blocks away, it took them 2 hours to get there.
Buffalo gals, come out tonight, come out tonight, come out tonight. Buffalo gals, come out tonight, there's by the light of the moon. Hot dog, oh boy, just like an organ.
Beautiful.
You know something? If it wasn't me talking, I'd say you were the prettiest girl in town.
Well, why don't you say it?
Well, maybe I will. Say, look where we are.
The old Granville house.
Yeah, I gotta throw a rock.
No, don't. I love that old house.
Don't you know about deserted houses? You make a wish, and then throw a rock.
But George, it's such a lovely old place. I wish I lived there.
I would live there if I was a ghost. Now watch this. Pretty good shot, huh? Broke a window.
What's your wish, George?
Not one wish. A whole hatful, Mary. I'm shaking the dust of this crummy little town off my feet, and I'm going to see the world. Italy, Greece, the Parthenon, the Colosseum. Then I'm going to come back here and go to college and see what they know. And then I'm going to build airfields and skyscrapers 100 stories high and bridges a mile long. Hey, what? Are you going to throw a rock too? Hey, that's pretty good. What did you wish for, Mary?
Oh no, if I tell you, it may not come true.
Oh, what do you want, Mary? Do you want the moon? All you got to do is just say the word, and I'll throw a lasso around it and pull it down.
Okay, I'll take it. And then what?
And then you can swallow it, and it all dissolves, see? And the moonbeams will shoot out of your fingers and toes, and the ends of your hair, and the... Am I talking